Welcome to the GreenFest sorting game. Let's face it, determining where unwanted materials go can be tricky and a bit confusing. Can the item be composted? Or should it be recycled? Can it be recycled in your curbside bin, or should it be dropped off at the store? Perhaps it can be donated, or maybe it's best going in the trash. This activity takes this dilemma and turns it into a game that will ultimately help guests and facilitators know which container is the most appropriate place for a particular material depending on a variety of factors. Number 1, invite guests to play, either individually or in a team. Give them a bag of unwanted materials and ask them to sort individual items into the appropriate containers. The 6 containers will be labeled as waste to landfill, compost, mixed bottle and small food container recycling, salvage to donate, plastic to store drop-off, and electronics recycling. Number 3, visual supports will be available for guests and facilitators to reference that describe each container and what it collects. This activity is designed to be interactive and one that promotes conversations about the nuances of each container and the way we can all do the most good and the least harm. A common misconception is that the goal is to put the least amount of items in the landfill container. While we want to minimize what is put in the trash, the objective is to put materials in the appropriate container. This is an important distinction. When items are incorrectly placed, it may mean more items become contaminated and ultimately end up in the landfill. For example, if a recycling bin has too many contaminants or items that should not be in there, like greasy pizza boxes, plastic bags, and bubble wrap, everything in that bin may become contaminated and must be rerouted to the landfill. Therefore, when in doubt, throw it out. While this phrase may be a difficult one to preach, it will prevent unnecessary contamination. Educating the public on the different categories available will allow for a more accurate sort of discarded items and ultimately minimize the amount that must be rerouted to the landfill. The zero waste pyramid is also a model to help guests think about the hierarchy of waste management that will ultimately lead to greener choices proactively.